3 মাস কেটে গেলেও অশান্তি থামার কোনো লক্ষণ নেই মণিপুরে। ৩রা জুলাইও চূড়াচাঁদপুর ও বিষ্ণুপুর সীমান্তে নিরাপত্তা বাহিনীর সঙ্গে সংঘর্ষে জড়িয়ে পড়েন মেইতেই জনতা। মে মাস থেকে শুরু হওয়া জাতিহিংসার 2 যুযুধান শিবির। মূলত পাহাড়ি জেলাগুলোর বাসিন্দা কুকি জনজাতি আর প্রধানত উপত্যকাবাসী সংখ্যাগরিষ্ঠ মেইতেইরা। দ্বন্দ্ব কোন সূত্রে? দুপক্ষেরই নিশানা অন্য তরফের দিকে। কেন অশান্ত মণিপুর? ৩রা মে কি হয়েছিল চূড়াচাঁদপুরে? মেইতেইদের দাবি অনুযায়ী মাদকের বিরুদ্ধে লড়াই, না কুকি বয়ান অনুযায়ী জনজাতিদের জমি হাতানোর চক্রান্ত? কি বলছে মেইতেইদের নাগরিক সমাজের সংগঠন কোঅর্ডিনেটিং কমিটি অন মণিপুর ইন্টিগ্রিটি বা কোকোমি? কুকি ছাত্রদের সংগঠন কুকি স্টুডেন্টস অর্গানাইজেশনেরই বা কি বক্তব্য?
Manipur state government was successfully launched a program which is for the benefit of the entire nation, for the entire country, for betterment and the better advancement of the country, for the better advancement of the youths of India. That is war on drugs. Government has started war on drugs. See, the Manipur government has been seizing huge amount of drugs, which is having the roots, to the mainland India. The route was initially started from the Golden Triangle, as everybody knows. Now the Golden Triangle is shifted to Manipur.
In Golden Triangle, those poppy planters use only 90,000 acres of land. But in the state of Manipur, they are using 1,25,000 acres of land for poppy plantation. And annual turnover, as per the report, is 50,000 crore rupees.
It is almost in the Kuki inhabited area. Why these Kuki villages, why Kuki inhabited areas is having poppy plantation?
Many years ago, this area, in particular hill areas, the Meitei UGs who were staying in Burma,
UG is in underground.
Who were staying in Burma, they actually control, they were staying in some of our hilly areas. And this poppy idea was brought in from Burma by them only. And then the Assam Rifle, with the help of Indian government, Assam Rifles, this UG would drive back to Myanmar. So the knowledge that they introduced to some of the villages, obviously it was there, but it is not the whole community who is doing this. That is the reason I asked the questions: in what humanity are we going to term one community as a poppy cultivator?
We term them as Kuki narco-terrorists. They are connecting with this poppy plantation, drug trafficking and all. And we have got many reports from NAP also. Many of the Kuki fellows are involving in this drug trafficking and all.
This is something that I really want to answer. If you see the data of Manipur NDPS Act, you will see many of the accused, more than half of the accused is Meitei, and many others are other tribes, and just a fraction of the accused is Kuki community, Kukizao community. So how in the world can you categorize or stigmatize a particular community as a narco community? This is bagwas. This is shameful actually.
It's not like that we have data. The first one is Kuki, and the second one is mixed. No, it's a very less one. This type of good things was really hurted to some immigrants which are recently coming from Myanmar. This one source of income has been cutting down this popular people's government. So that was the root causes. It is not a question of Meitei ST inclusion, declusion, nothing like that, no.
It is quite evident and quite reasonable and quite logical to term them as Kuki terrorists. This is the philosophy of Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, and we conclude that the ongoing turmoil, the ongoing conflict is between these Kuki narco-terrorists and Meitei people.
This is very, very lovable. See, Mr. Day, UG, Meitei UGs are based in Myanmar. Okay? We don't have an UG base in Myanmar. This is a fact. This is, our UGs are in SOO with the Indian government. Okay? So where do we get a militant from Myanmar to come inside? If any militant has to come, it is the UG of Meiteis who has to come.
Only the High Court has given order to the central government to send the recommendation, maybe negative, positive, to the state government. It doesn't, verdict that Meitei should be a scheduled tribe. It was just simply given instruction to the state government to send recommendation. So why should we protest? If they want to protest, they should fight in the court.
Some of the rights, like I said, some of the rights that we have as a tribal, okay, some of the rights we have as a tribal, which we have some rights, as you know. But then when the general asks that same tribal status, then obviously many of the rights that we enjoy as a tribal will be gone, and many of our lands in one of the interview, some of my senior have already said this is all about land. Okay,
like you are afraid that your land will be taken.
Yes, we are afraid that our lands and our rights as a tribals, we have certain customary laws and customary practice. As a Kuki also, we have certain customary lands rights. We are afraid that so many of our rights will be taken out.
The population, the populated area, the inhabited area of the Meitei are only 6 point something percent of the total land. There everybody can come. You also can come by. If you can buy land, you can settle here in Impal. Every outsiders can come down to this small tiny micro areas, and the remaining they have protected with this one facilities provided by the constitution. Then how can these Bilay people can survive? Kukis are not indigenous, they are native people.
So Kukis are not indigenous to Manipur?
Yeah, they have entered this state when it was around 18th century, 18th to 19th century. I cannot exactly say, but they came down very much earlier, 18th to 19th century. I think if I am not mistaken, they are very much having bonds, heart-to-heart relationship. They are native people. But for us, we have, I told you now, we have thousands of years historical records.
I'm very sad to hear such kind of allegations. I would never ever ask or say that you are illegal immigrants. We have never ever even terms those Meiteis as illegal immigrants or narco-terrorists. Even though you must have heard in the news, a few months ago in New Delhi there was a drug lord from Manipur, from a Meitei community who was caught. Did we even term him as a narco-terrorist? No. There are certain limits. We should have a certain humanity, yeah. We have to have a certain humanity to, such things. So it is a sad thing that they have to come up with such kind of words. But we are a proud Indian. We will live as Indian. We will die as Indian.
The Constitution of India doesn't accept any illegal immigrants. It is not on the Kukis. Our Meiteis also, Bangladeshi Meiteis are not allowed here. We don't point our fingers to the Kukis only. We don't want foreigners. That time 144 was imposed by the district authority. Violating the 144, they have this one Gorda solidarity rally. Okay, we don't have any negative thinking on that. But our concern is that why the armed Kuki militants are within the rally people. Many militants we having AK-47, they were inside the rally, inserted the rally. They started firing, arsoning the houses there at the border of Sisipur and Bishanpur district.
We participate in that mass rally on the 3rd. And then somewhere in, if I remember correctly, in Churchandpur or like Bishnupur, something like, somewhere in the evening, situation happens, and then it continues in Infal. So some of our boys, some of our women, when they see some of the viral videos where innocent boys or innocent girls were beaten up, tortured, somewhere, since we don't have the video of that, I can't say more about that. As a reaction, as a painful reaction to that, in More, the Kukis living in More, as a painful reaction to that, since they, do certain things to our brothers and sisters in other places, as a reaction to that, some of our youths, I would say, some of our youths, reacted in such a way that, on the 3rd, and then it continued on the 4th, and then one thing I want to point out. What added to that reaction was that when there was a small altercation between the youths and the police commandos, they directly opened fire. This is something that I really want the national media to know.
Where did it happen?
It happened in that evening market.
In More?
In More. Yes, in More.
Suddenly, even they have come down and started burning down the civilian houses, sitting down the forest offices. That is the first incident which ignited this violence. Meitei God retaliated. On 3rd May, Meitei God retaliated on 3rd evening and the following 1 or 2 days.
যুক্তি পাল্টা যুক্তি, অভিযোগ তার পাল্টা অভিযোগ, তর্ক তো চলবেই, সে চলতে থাকুক। কিন্তু মণিপুরে হিংসা কবে থামবে, কবে শান্ত হবে মণিপুর, এই প্রশ্ন আমাদের থাকবেই। আনন্দবাজার অনলাইনের জন্য সুব্রত গোস্বামীর সঙ্গে আমি প্রিয়ঙ্কর।